The government stole my website, and today I'm going to talk about it. Hi there, my name is Bruce. I'm an SEO expert. I've helped small, medium, and very large companies get more sales and more customers by having their websites appear at the top of search engines. Today, I'm going to talk about how you win some and you lose some, and when you need to just cut rope and move on as an entrepreneur, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Okay, so here is the story of the government stealing my website, right? So this was back in 2022, almost a little over 3 years ago, almost 3.5, I guess. And so I had this website called the eximbankindia.com, right? And it was hosted at my favorite web host, WPX, as I've talked about in many videos. Best WordPress web hosting that you can get. And I see this message from WPX. It is a I can't even talk. DMCA takedown notification. And so we go over here and we look at DMCA rules, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, U.S. copyright law, copyright issues related to the internet. I'm like, all right, okay. And I keep reading and they're like, you need to take action as soon as possible. I need to remove content from the website that they're saying is in violation of the copyright, and then let them know so that they can be like, okay, it's removed. And they're like, if we don't hear back from you, we're going to take the website offline. So I'm like, all right. And here's the people that were sending me the takedown notice. It was the eximbankindia.in, right? So I wasn't eximbankindia.in. I was eximbankindia.com, right? They're saying they had the trademark, and I'm like, what? So they're like, the legitimate website is here. The copyrighted material is the brand name of the Eximbank India. The infringing website uses the exact name of the domain name as my client's official name, except it uses a different TLD. TLD is this, the top level domain, .com, .net, .org, in this case .in. It says this is highly confusing and could easily be used for social engineering activities against the bank's customers. I don't even know what social engineering activities are, but I guess I could do something. I have no idea what it is. Phishing, not sure what that is. Credentials, like, what? I don't know what that is. Identity theft. There wasn't even a contact form on my website. I couldn't steal anyone's identity. So this is all BS. And it's like location of the infringing third-party content is on eximbankindia.com. So that was my website. This is the eximbankindia.in. My website didn't look anything like this website. The only similarities was that my website and this website had English text. That's the, and like the first part of this, not the top level part. They're both Eximbank India. And believe the use of copyrighted materials described above is allegedly infringing. So yeah. So I had to take this seriously. But I was also like, you know what, these guys can go pound sand, because I didn't buy, so I bought this website at auction, right? That's how I bought the domain. Well, I didn't buy the website, I bought the domain, right? And before I bought the domain, I did a trademark search. So you can go to Google and you type in trademark search, or TESS is the system. I forget what TESS stand for, something about searching for trademark. Go here, and I just did this for this video, but I did this before I bought the domain, Eximbank India, and they don't have a trademark on it. And I'm like, okay, I did this before the auction, before I started bidding on the domain, Because if it had a trademark, then I wasn't going to go after it because of basically this situation, right? But you got to understand, the Export-Import Bank of India is a much larger entity than me. That's like the government's shipping bank or exporting and importing bank. Like, that's a much bigger deal than just my one-man operation. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to fight this. And I explained to them that they don't have a United States trademark. And I was like, you can go to Whois, you see my name and address on it. I'm in the USA. I'm not hiding, and it's not trademarked. And then I'm like, here is a site explaining the difference between a trademark and a copyright. And from the definition of copyright, I'm not infringing on any other material, right? So technically, I was in the right. I think even legally, I was in the right. But as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a SEO, like sometimes you just got to cut your losses, right? I wasn't ready to cut them just yet, but I explained this to WPX, and I was like, look, I don't even want any customers from India because I didn't. At the time, I was running offers on financial products in the United States, and it was only good for customers in the United States. So I had no desire for any traffic from India, nor did I think I could rank for it. That's not at all what I wanted or was trying to do. And so I explained all this to them, and they're like, we understand. However, the rules state that they have a right to make a valid claim, such as having the same domain name. And I don't think they did, actually. Citing the DMCA rules in the U.S. does not discontinue their claim valid. Yeah. So whose rules are we playing by? So the rules of life that get played by are might makes right. So these guys are like, they eventually just took my website offline. WPX. Like, I don't give them a hard time. They're doing what they removed the website. I don't know if I probably had a backup of it. And so I could have moved the domain to another hosting account, but then I would just got another one of these and it would just been a whack-a-mole, right? So I took the website down, I didn't take it down. It was removed. And I ended up selling the domain. And I put all together somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000 to $5,000 into that website, and it didn't make any money. It was just starting to get traction where, like, I thought I could have made some decent money with it, and I probably could have. It was doing all the right things. But yeah, I sold the website, and I think I got like $600 or $800 for it. Well, I sold the domain, and then I just had to move on, and that was that. And I think actually legally I was in the right, but it's a much bigger company. They got lawyers, they got all types of stuff that I don't, and I'm not. It's just there was no way I was going to make money from this. It would just be too much of a headache. So I lost out. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you just lose out. And this is the time I lost out. But I'm in a much better place now, and it was a good lesson. So if you like this long story, give me a thumbs up. If you know somebody who has had a similar situation, share this video with them. And if you have any questions about this type of stuff, I've had success with websites, and I've failed with websites, and I've been in between. I've been up and down. Leave me a comment, and I will answer you. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.